Can you, Professor Nasiba, discuss the implications of Israel's actions against civilians, including attacks on schools and refugee camps, in light of international humanitarian law?
Yes, international humanitarian law only allows parties at war to target military targets. Any other target would be in breach of international law. The way we are observing the Israeli way in conducting its military operations, both in the Gaza Strip and in Lebanon, we have noticed a very wide-scale targeting of civilians, as well as other civilian targets, hospitals, schools, universities, etc. This is each one of these actions is considered a war crime. The fact that they are widespread and systematic makes it a crime against humanity. And unfortunately, as a result of the intention of Israel to destroy the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip, as it has been examined by the International Court of Justice, it actually amounts to genocide. And genocide is actually the worst and gravest crime in the dictionary of international law. But Israel is indeed conducting this crime currently in the Gaza Strip. So the consequences of these acts should be, first, that a number of individuals should be held accountable for their criminal intention. Every person who participated and contributed to these crimes should be prosecuted and punished for their crimes. But also Israel must repair all the damages that are reparable to all the victims of its violations as a result of these crimes.
And to you, Mr. Alqazah, in Beirut, you can comment on that if you like as well. And also, how do you view these aggressions and their influence in the broader security situation in Lebanon?
Of course, the Israeli forces violate the international humanitarian law. Your dear guest is an expert in this matter. He explained this better. But let me give you an example on an incident that took place in Lebanon, the major explosion. Even if they belong to Hezbollah, who are militias or armed individuals, they are at their homes. The international humanitarian law prohibits the attacking forces or the forces at war to fire or shoot against any soldier who surrenders in the field or puts their arms down, or if they are injured, let alone being in their homes with their families among the civilians. This is a war crime. I said this since the very first moment. It's a war crime that the occupation Israeli state should be prosecuted before the International Court of Justice and the different international courts. The leaders and those who gave the orders should be held accountable and be prosecuted for this. Most of what Israel does is war crimes, including targeting the medical professional, ambulances and hospitals. All of this, they even targeted the civilians themselves. If there is a fighter in a building or in his house, when they target this fighter and kill 25 people else, it's a war crime. You asked me about the security situation. The security situation internally is still cohesive. There are no incidents among the displaced people or among the citizens or the individuals, because the Lebanese army took over and controls. And the safe areas to which the southern people resorted to. They were warmly welcomed in their houses, schools, churches, and mosques. They are our brothers in this country. They are the sons of the same homeland. We will never let them go. In Lebanon, we are different and disagree regarding the policy, but we are unified in our stance towards Israel.